Hey guys, Lunar 27 here, and welcome to my Let's Play of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy with the first Ace Attorney game. Last time, we got a little bit of an intermission as Lana and Emma were having a little bit of heart-to-heart, but were interrupted by Detective Gumshoe as he brought in case files of the SL9 incident, which we found out was called actually the Joe Dark killings. Joe Dark being the serial killer that they caught and sentenced him to death, which turns out that the Sky sisters were actually connected to the SL9 incident, as Emma was actually one of the two witnesses of that case. And apparently something happened during that case because it traumatized her so much that she ran away crying. Yeah, so we had to continue the trial without her. So we continued the trial with Jake Marshall taking the stand. He said that he left to eat spaghetti at a restaurant during the day of the quote-unquote murder. But thanks to Phoenix, it was confirmed that he was there at the day of the quote-unquote murder took place in the evidence room with the bloodied handprint with the fingerprints. But he said that that was his locker, and he would come in every now and then to pay his respects since, he got demoted, and, place his hand on the door. That's why there was fingerprints on it, because he said it was just a coincidence. But in actuality, it had to have been Jake Marshall disguised as Goodman to open that door because of the fingerprint mechanism that identifies each detective with each door. He didn't know about it because not a lot of people knew about this mechanism, and we did point out that the cloth was there after Meekins got knocked out, so that confirmed that Jake Marshall was Goodman in disguise. And he confessed that he did do it to access Goodman's locker, stole his ID card, and all that, just to get evidence from the SL9 case. But apparently all that evidence was gone when he opened it. So somebody took the evidence from the SL9 case for some reason. So the reason why he did all this, because he wasn't satisfied with how SL9 went, especially since he got demoted and Angel got fired. He felt like there's some sort of conspiracy going on with the evidence not being concrete or not. And the Neil Marshall character, the name, one of the victims, that was his brother. Yeah, his brother was actually a prosecutor and was supposed to be the head prosecutor of that case at the time until he got murdered and Edgeworth took over. However, because we proved that Goodman in the evidence room was Marshall, we unintentionally confirmed that Goodman was murdered at the underground parking lot before we had the verdict come in. Emma barged in, tried to help, but at least she did buy us some time. So Phoenix then checked these surveillance tape, and the other bloodied handprint we saw that we didn't get fingerprints on it, there was no way that could have been there because of the Blue Badger blocking the door of Gumshoe's door. So that means that handprint must have been there probably before the whole Meekins thing happened. We believe that it was the guy that came in first with the 7 sevens on his ID number. And that kind of ID number is for someone with higher ranking. So that got me thinking it's gotta be Damon Gant, because he's the only other character with that high of a security ranking, and he's the only other new character that is also connected to SL9, so I definitely think he is the one that killed Goodman for some reason. But then the trial concluded in I was kind of expecting this. I was not expecting the reaction to this. Marshall asked Lana if they actually used concrete evidence to catch Joe Dark. She said no, because they used fabricated evidence to catch the guy, because they got to do something above the law in order to catch the guy, and that caused a huge uproar in the audience, and the trial got suspended as it was causing a huge ruckus. So what's gonna happen now? That's what we're gonna find out, so let's get started. February 24th, 3:12 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. Well, she must have been pretty lucky that the guy actually did it. Can you imagine what would have happened if that was an innocent person? Like, That would have been so much worse. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. Wait, what? Okay, I'm pretty sure Lana would never do that. Wouldn't use you like that. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Nero Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. Wait, seriously? Oh shit, no wonder you were traumatized. What? He tried to kill you? Oh shit. Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. Aww. So that means you. Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. Aw. Aw, Emma, please don't feel guilty. SL9 incident. I hope she doesn't feel guilty of what happened to Neil. Neil sounds like a real stand-up guy. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. So she was 16, and she would have been 14 when the incident happened. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Just like with me and Maya on episode 2 before Red White happened. God damn, this case has like so many parallels to the previous cases. Anybody else notice that? Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Oh, jeez. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then what? What happened? I'll never forget it. Oh. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. A permanent picture? After the incident. Tell me about that. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why Lana... why she made up the crime. Made up? Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Well, I mean, Edgeworth didn't know it was forged, and maybe Lana did it so that... to help you, to protect you, Emma. Did it as payback for what Joe Dark tried to do to you, and what he did to Neil. I mean, it doesn't make it right, but still. Ugh. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. Hey, don't blame yourself. That's not your fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. I mean, you just answered the questions you were asked. Emma! Oh, it's not your fault! So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not to Emma. Maybe that's what it is. She's feeling guilt over like what she did, trying to justify herself, and that changed her a lot. Man. Oh, sorry. Permanent picture. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Come on, you gotta tell us, Emma. Joe Dark trying to stab Neil. Oh dear. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. Well, she didn't see it, so that's something. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. Aww. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. As she testified, I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. Oh. Okay, so she was too traumatized. I thought she was actually answering the questions that she was given to, but no, I guess not. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I mean, you were traumatized. It was a very scary thing that happened to you. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they would have, like, checked you out first before if you're, like, able to testify or not, right? I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. Yeah, exactly, Phoenix. That's totally understandable. Jeez. I feel bad for her. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. Aw, that's very honorable of you. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. So if Joe Dark didn't, like, make a run for it and killed Marshall, he might have gotten away with it, if you think about it. Oh, well. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. What? This is total news to me. You did not say this. Wait, unless... Was it even mentioned in the court record? SL9. Check it out. Joe Dark sends death, victims, trial, prosecutor... It just lists Lana as the witness. Oh. Oh. Executive investigators. I thought that was part of the prosecution. I fucked up. I didn't know that. My bad. My bad. But then where does it say? Yeah, it says head prosecutor. I don't know. I thought she was a prosecutor or a lawyer who was a part of the investigating. Just like Damon Gant or something. I don't fucking... Okay. I didn't read the case file clearly. My bad. My bad. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dart case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Okay, wait, hang on. Let me get this straight. She forged evidence and got the promotion. Everybody else, except Goodman and Edgeworth, Angel and Jake Marshall, they all got fired/demoted. What's up with that? What is up with that? Like, seriously. Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. Alright. Alright, Emma, thanks for sharing your story with us. Let's go have a talk with your sister. Where is she? Ah, there it is. February 24th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hey, Lana. Lana! Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Exactly, Emma, exactly. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Thank you. Today's trial. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. To who? To Satan? Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana! I don't understand! Why won't you tell us? Yeah, just fucking tell her. Emma, this doesn't involve just me. What do you mean? I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. So maybe she... Whatever is... Okay, what is going on? If this isn't just about her, is this also about Emma too? Is it about anyone else she cares about? Can she not say anything? Anything? Detective Lana Skye. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. There's Gant. Sus. I don't trust you, Gant. I do not trust you. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the detective, the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everywhere everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. That's kind of concerning. Really? Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. Okay. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Alright, so let me get this straight. The executive investigators get promotions, but the detectives get demoted/fired. I smell corruption in power here. Dark investigation. 2 years ago, I was in second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives of the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. Neil Marshall. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Okay. Now you tell us. Okay, really, Lana, I really wish you would have came forward with this way sooner. It would have saved us a lot of time. I don't know why you're hiding this. Probably to protect your sister from somebody, but you gotta spill the beans now. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. Okay. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall left their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. Oh, what? When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. That's the knife. It looks like Neil got stabbed in the back, but is that supposed to be Dark? Maybe there was a scuffle. Neil was on top of Dark, but Dark managed to grab the knife and stabbed him in the back, and then that killed him, and then he fell on top. But then again, why was Dark unconscious? Something is not adding up, really. 3 bodies. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. A final blow before he... Wait. So Joe Dark was killed during all this? He didn't even get the death penalty. He was killed by Marshall before he died? Huh? Ah, jeez. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. Oh, never mind. I genuinely thought Joe Dark was killed at the same time as Marshall was. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. I mean, yeah, she was worried about Emma. After that, I placed Dark under arrest. Immediate arrest. Okay. Okay. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it. What are you saying? Phoenix, you want to share something with the whole class? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. True. That case just might not be over yet. Phoenix, what do you mean? Emma was assaulted by Dark. Bleh. Sorry, let me try again. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies himself. The chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. Good idea, Phoenix. Good idea. Nice talking with you, Lana. Wish you shared this sooner, but okay. Let's, Criminal Affairs Department. February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kinda quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. True, but I do kind of want to know what the chief is doing right now, because there's always something. That man must be the chief of detectives. He's staring at the screen so hard it might shatter. What? Dark case may have been fabricated. That's what I thought all along. I just never bothered to tell anyone. Yeah, keep telling yourself, dude. Now there's a guy who cares about his work. What is this guy memorizing now? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. That's it. That villain used a time machine. Very clever indeed. That would explain the alibi. The future might not be so far away after all. Huh? He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. A novel that involves time travel. Okay. Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a book like that exists. Police Department entrance. February 24th. Police Department entrance. Oh. Hey, buddy. Sorry. Again, gotta reiterate, his theme is freaking cool. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Sorry about that whole thing with the trial, but you know how it is. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall! I never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Oh shoot, your cactus? Oh, I'm sorry. Billy? Cactus, Emma. The cactus. Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. What? No! Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Aw man, is this gonna be the last we'll see of Marshall? I gotta feel bad, because he was kinda cool, and then sus. Then I felt bad for him, and went back to being cool. I feel bad. Dark trial. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. Even Goodman? What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. What about it? The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. Wait, are you saying that he was stabbed with a different knife? What does that mean? It means there was a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility has been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? Possibly. That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. Prosecutor Marshall. I got the looks, but he got the brains. I say you both look good. Don't say that. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. Oh, shit. Their first case together ended up being their last. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Marshall. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. Oh, that's so young! He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors. So he got that trophy. I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? It's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. Oh. The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. So the day of that murder happened was also the evidence transfer? Okay. So many fucking coincidences all at once in this goddamn game. In this episode. Jesus. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Scars. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. It was Goodman, right? Because he stuck around. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. So that's why they let him off scot-free. Nothing happened to him, because if something did happen to him, things would get sus. The suspicions would get more and more noticeable. Okay. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant and Sky, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I don't trust Gant. Sky, I don't know what's going on with her. But Gant, definitely don't trust her. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After that case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, they both got the promotions they wanted. And the detectives got demoted. Yeah. Fucking Gant. Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. Sorry. She's never been the same since she left. Huh? You mean Lana? Everyone knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? Well, it's definitely raises some questions, but definitely helpful. It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. Okay, good. I'm glad you acknowledged that. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. I totally agree with you, Marshall. Damon Gant. He's behind it all. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Oh no! Where are you gonna go? Oh, you just spat something out. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. No, I don't want you to leave, Marshall. When you become a real scientific investigator. Ah! This is sad! I'm actually getting emotionally sad. I don't know why. I just think Marshall's a really cool character and I don't want him to go. Adios, Bambina. No, don't go! I'm sad now. I'm sad. Oh, man. I liked Marshall. Is that really it? Is that it? We're never gonna see him again? Oh! Damn it! God damn it. Fuck you, Gant! Fucking Gant got all this corrupted power in him, and there was like... Underground parking lot. February 24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No one's here today, not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. I mean, okay, if we... Nothing here, then, Edgeworth? Let's see Edgeworth. February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee? He took a real beating in court today. Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we'll just have to come back later. Okay, not here, then where else? Detention center? Oh, okay, you're there. Wait. No. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to keep moving somewhere else. Back at Criminal Affairs. Oh, okay. February 24th. Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh! If you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying that she did and saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention her statement in the media and tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Wait. He's really letting us go use the chief of police's office? He's letting us actually go there? The fuck? Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers. Emma, shut the fuck up! Don't say anything! Don't say anything! Hey, you're right! You can't go in there. It's off limits. God damn it, Emma. Emma, we had a free go, and you had to say that. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. We're just gonna go. You gave us the okay and approval. Thanks. Bye. What the fuck? Hey, who's playing an organ here? What? There's a literal pipe organ here. What the fuck? That's a little much. Like, come on. Like, does he play the pipe organ in spare time? So wait, so does that mean that someone's playing this pipe organ and it's all heard all the way across the fucking trial courtroom? I don't know. Oh my god. February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office. You can't! It's that pipe organ! It's so big! Whoa! Where am I? In the chief's office, silly! At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ! That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. Okay. Oh god. Whoa. I could never remember where C was. God damn it, my fucking coughing fit made me miss the dialogue. I hope it wasn't very major important. Emma, did you touch the pipe organ? Were you trying to play the pipe organ? Seriously? 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 We're trying to investigate the office here. Don't make so much noise. Ah! God damn it. God damn it, Emma, I blame you. I blame you if we get kicked out. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Oh, he was reading a paper? Okay. What was the paper? I can't read it. So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? What is it with you and swimming, dude? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence. 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. Oh god. God, his voice is a pain. See that big picture on the wall over there? By the way, is this supposed to be Lana's office? Because it looks pretty plain. And yours looks okay-ish. Probably grand, I guess. Oh, yeah. Big picture on the wall over there. Okay, yeah. Wait a minute. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. Wait a minute. Hold up. What? I knew it. I knew something was off with that trophy. That shield is broken. And there was a sword. There was a sword on that trophy. And now there's not a sword. What's up with that? So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Prosecutor, head prosecutor, prosecutor, and chief of police. Oh, actually, deputy chief. Okay. Investigator, okay. Something's not right with this picture. I'll tell you what's not right about it, Phoenix. There's a sword on that shield. There's a sword on that shield. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. It's a sword on the shield. Photo of the award ceremony of Gant, Lana, and Neil. Added to the court record. Yes? Okay. Seriously. Dude, you gotta stop that. Seriously.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
You're hiding something, aren't you? Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
You're hiding something, aren't you? What are you hiding, Gant? All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
God damn, Emma, I blame you. We got kicked out because of you. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Maybe a warrant. Can we get a warrant? I don't know. Quick water break. God, his voice is killing me. Okay. Who do we talk to about this? Okay, wait, maybe we can see Edgeworth. No one's here. No, okay, never mind. Wait, that's not examine. I don't think there's anything here. Talk to somebody who... Lana? Oh, what if we present her the photo? Hey, Lana, look what we got. Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside court. It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties involved. Really? She really means it. Lana. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, who do we go to? Criminal Affairs? Oh, okay. February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Bill. Hey, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
What? Why were you serving everyone coffee? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Oh, they're really trying to keep you out of this case, huh?
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Nope. Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the two battles between you two in court.
That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes. Let's talk, Gumshoe. Edgeworth's crisis. Yeah, what's going on with Edgy Boy? But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there've been a lot of rumors, going around about Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, we know about the rumors, about the forged evidence and all that stuff, falsifying testimonies, blah blah blah. Can you just tell us what's going on?
His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him? Yes. You'll be surprised, but yes.
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
That and being corrupt as hell, and being able to use your source of power to get what you want and rise to the top. Hey Dick, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch.
Let's go out for lunch sometime. I treat.
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all of this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Man, you really do care about him. You must really love him, don't you? I'm sorry, I had to say something, because it's like, this whole dedication with him, I'm like, I get it, you're friends. But I wouldn't be surprised if Gumshoe and Edgeworth were shipped together by some people. I wouldn't be surprised. National 9 incident.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Stark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Some girl. Me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His power of recollection never fails to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Okay, Dark's crimes.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
The fuck? An animal?
He killed the man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed the lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. And then he was burying the bodies. A jogger came on the scene.
What?
A jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. From this is what it sounds like. He killed these people just so he didn't want to get caught. The first murder was apparently an accident. And then, he could have just called the police, called 911, called 911 or in the ambulance, called for help. But he didn't. And then somebody saw this, freaked out. A witness saw him running over, called, freaked out, killed him because, oh no, I don't want to go to jail. Stab. And then the lady saw him kill the other guy. Stab. And then there was a little kid. He killed a little kid. Oh my god. Killed that kid because they saw him killing that lady. Stab. And then tried to bury the bodies. And then the jogger saw him and tried to bury the bodies. Stab. And then... Okay, so it just sounds like... It sounds like a guy who panicked and resorted to murder, which was stupid. Okay, so, but then he turned himself in. Okay, so if he did turn himself in and realized, yeah, I fucked up, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna turn myself in. Then if he did turn himself in, why did he panic, try to escape, and try to kill Emma? Doesn't make sense. What happened? Seems like he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this was all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim, Prosecutor Marshall.
But why? This doesn't add up. Also, his head looks like an onion. I just realized it, the hair.
That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot.
Before he tried to kill a witness, because this is a whole cycle. It's a whole chain.
It's a good thing that last witness wasn't
Oh, right. Oh, that was Emma. That was Emma. Gosh, I think you might want to shut up about the witness. That last witness. AKA Emma. I kind of want to read more about this. Like, I just want to, hang on. I just want to, like, read more about this. This whole cycle thing. Killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. Then when he was burying the bodies, a jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Jesus Christ. This whole fucking cycle. I can't. Prosecutor Marshall. Okay. I just wanted to reread that again because I just found it so ridiculous. Anyway. Okay. So we have to present something like Gumshoe to jog his memory about the murder weapon. Where is the switchblade knife? Was it this one? About this.
Hey, is it?
It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of?
What are you doing with that? Ever since the case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
Yeah, but apparently we found it in the exhaust pipe in Edgeworth's car, hidden by Lana. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it! Now I remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, where are you getting at with this, Gumshoe?
Yeah, well anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found.
On the back of Marshall.
That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
Just like with Von Karma carrying the bullet in his body, which was incriminating evidence. Again, huge coincidences in these cases.
It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did you match Dark's knife? Okay.
You bet! Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. Heart and lung. Wow. At the same time, okay. A knife tip was in the wound. Added to the court record. Oh, updated the court record. The broken tip was found in the victim's body. Belonged to the murderer, Joe Dark. Okay.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
We have an ID card. We have an ID card.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh yeah, we don't want you to get fired, Gumshoe. Definitely not.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Ah.
Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
Change his mind. We gotta present something. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Actually, let me check this autopsy report. 27 male, Neil Marshall. February 19th, between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Single stab wound, piercing through heart/lung. Assessment: died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. So he didn't die in under 10 minutes. Maybe he was still alive before the 10 minutes. That's it. Maybe we show him this. Maybe show him this as in a way to inspire us to help him, to help with Edgeworth. I don't know, I'm kind of spitballing here.
Let me share you a little advice with you as a detective. If you don't,
I'll trap. Okay, never mind. Security tape? Oh, no. Nope. Yeah, so 9 incident files.
I've been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. To think people are accusing him of injustice. I, for one, ain't buying it, pal.
You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, a serial killer was on the loose.
Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dark guilty.
Marshall's fingerprint.
With Officer
You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do. He was like a mentor to...
I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and see that. What was that? I missed it. God dang it.
I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that.
You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me.
Aww. Really?
When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus.
Really?
He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles.
Well, that's kind of sweet. Note to self. Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus.
Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay, come on.
Jar.
About that jar. I think I've seen it before somewhere.
Somewhere?
Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives.
This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met.
Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me.
Chief Gant.
Where could I have seen that before?
Wait a minute. Unstable jar. So we've seen this from somewhere, and it's like at Chief Gant's office. Wait a minute, hang on, let me... Oh!
That vase was the same vase in that office 2 years ago! Can I show him this again?
Damn it! I thought I could... Okay, maybe that... Did that trigger any more dialogue? No, okay. I know what that was now. Aaron Soccer. Switchblade knife. Prosecutor's trophy.
Hey, that's it! That's the Game Prosecutors Award that Davis Edgeworth got the other day.
Were you at the awards every detective? Of course, I got award James list. Blah 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 blah. Tell you later. Really's forgotten. Okay. Maybe we should move. Actually, wait, hang on. I want to present something. The Blue Badger. This guy almost made us lose the case today.
What are you talking about? He was guarding that bloodstain on that evidence locker with his life. That's more than you can say about most officers nowadays.
It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well.
I have to admit, he's right though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today. The possibility that another murder took place prior to 5:15 p.m. I guess we should probably move around now. Edge center. Okay, nope. Parking lot, criminal affairs, parking lot. Edgeworth. Oh, there we go. February 24th. Hi, Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
Hi, Edgy.
He sure was quick to throw the paper on the floor.
Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Forged evidence.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict.
But you didn't know it was false, so it's not technically your fault.
That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do can erase it. That fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuse I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come down? Why has it all come to this?
But Edgeworth can't keep his kind of emotion bottled up. Tomorrow's trial. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Because he cares, Edgy. He cares about you.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But you like it. You like it because he's your bestie friend. Not your best friend, but you're still your friend. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are begging on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Okay.
So, say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
A picture?
Something seemed strange about it. The day of the crime. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this. Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. Finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh, yeah. Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. Okay. So, since they mentioned about a photo... Hey, check this out! This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yeah, it's missing a sword. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Okay, what do you mean by that? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written in 2 characters. The first one means halberd, and the second means shield. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask my fiance if this is true or not. Have you heard the story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Very well. Yeah, Phoenix, you clearly don't know about the story. Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice artwork. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. That makes no sense. A shield that can withstand any weapon and a halberd that can cut through any shield. I can see the contradiction right there. Wait a minute. Whoa! Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Okay, is that legit or is that made up? Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. This symbolized the merchant's items. Okay, that's why it looked broken. The ancient tales ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters into their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. That's not that ugly, come on, dude. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part on the award abolished.
What? Why? That kind of like ruins the myth.
Chief Gant. Updated in the court record. 2 years ago, the halberd was removed at Gant's behest, given it its current form.
Okay. I did notice a piece of paper.
We're just gonna take a little looky look over there. Don't mind us, Edgy, don't mind us. Here we go. I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out of the window? Oh no, he's falling to the ground.
Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. Oh my god.
I didn't even look. Probably felt her touching her foot by accident. What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you.
What?
It says, letter of resignation.
Wait, what? Edgeworth, you're quitting?
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it was your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one.
Wait, but that's not your fault, though. It's all Karma's fault, and possibly Gant's fault because of all this stuff. Blame those two!
I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
But it's not your fault! You didn't know!
And no one else should forgive me either.
What?
Uh-oh. I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Letter of resignation put into pocket. Edgeworth's discarded letter of resignation. He's serious. I just like that you had to add that into the court record. Okay. Okay, I think that's enough time. So I think we're gonna save right here. Actually here, yeah. Okay, so learned about more of SL9, learned about a lot about Joe Dark. Jake Marshall left, which is very unfortunate because I really was liking the guy. And now Edgeworth is writing a letter of resignation. Edgeworth is gonna quit after this trial. I know, I feel bad because like this path that he took was all basically because of Von Karma, and things changed because of that. But I mean, he could still be a prosecutor. He could still keep going with this path, but making it as his own. And now with the whole fabricating evidence, I mean, obviously Edgeworth is gonna come back in the later games. I'm pretty sure he comes back in the second one, but I mean, like, it's not gonna be the same without him. So it's like, no, have him still be there, you know? This whole investigation is just confirming to me that Damon Gant is someone you do not trust. You cannot trust. Because I think that he was the murderer that killed Goodman. I don't know why though, but I know that he was probably the one that fabricated the evidence to get Joe Dark, and then Lana knew about it, and then gave it to Edgeworth, and then because of these so quote-unquote fabricated evidence that they were suspicious of, Angel and Jake were the scapegoats, while Lana and Damon got promoted, because I think that like whatever they did got them just amount of power to gain some leeway to their promotions. Gant is sus as hell. I don't trust him. I think he's the killer, and he's probably corrupt with power and using it for his own personal gain. But I still don't understand why... Okay, if Joe Dark did turn himself in for all those murders, why did he run away and try to kill Emma or try to take her as a hostage? Something is not adding up. I generally don't know what's going on, but I feel like we're getting close to somewhere. I just hope Edgeworth doesn't quit, because it just won't be the same without Edgy. How's Gumshoe gonna react? How's Larry gonna react? Although we haven't seen Larry, but anyway, I'm going on long enough. So stay tuned for the next episode as we'll continue our investigation. So until then, I'm Lunar 27, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.